Believe me, and I'm sure you'll agree, this culture is coming for our children, and they will feast on their souls. They will ravage, abuse, and discard every child they can sink their teeth into. Their mouths salivate. Their claws drip with blood. Every discontent wife that they can convince is being oppressed by submitting to her husband. Every passive husband that they can draw into pursuing his basest sexual appetites. Every child whose mind they can deceive into believing their lies, into wanting the riches of this world. Every family that they can divide and distract with endless entertainment options and empty, frivolous shows and social media on every possible screen in the house to fill every possible free moment. Each one of them is a vulnerable target whose soul they will consume. We throw out our most vulnerable ones to the wolves when we do not lead in the home. We cannot just throw out our kids into a culture that hates Jesus Christ, into an education system absolutely determined to lie about nature and reality, into unhindered access to the internet with phones and tablets to keep them pacified, lazy parenting. These things will devour our children. We need to see everything as religious education now. Every public institution has a religion. Every school has a catechism. Every university is a seminary. The only question is, which God is being taught? Is it the God of secularism? Is it that each individual is his own God? Everyone should do what's right in their own eyes. Or is it the God of the Bible? And I'm not saying it wasn't this way before, as if it just became this way all of a sudden in the past few years, but it is now more explicit than ever. Do not throw your kids to the wolves and let this culture form their minds. Now, of course, we can't take them out of the world. I'm not suggesting that. They will experience this culture. The battle is indeed unavoidable. But I beg you to take up the sword of the Spirit and arm them. Arm yourselves and arm them with the armor of God. You want them to stand fast? You want to lead? Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, holy living, having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace, in addition to all, taking up the shield of faith with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. More or less, prepare them for war. Be a godly leader. Sacrifice your time and your sleep and your money to ensure that they are properly educated according to the truth.